Hello there, welcome to my channel, Mo Moon. My name is Mo. Welcome. Today I am doing the week ahead reading for Monday, December 2nd, 2024 through to Sunday, December 8th, 2024. The decks that I will be using today are The Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish, artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. The second deck I will be using is Goetia Tarot in Darkness, a deck by Fabio Listrani. And the third deck I will be using is The Abandoned Oracle by Patrick Valenzas. Company is Deviant Moon Inc. So those I will be using for this reading. December 2nd to December 8th, 2024. Grab yourself a beverage if you want. I'm drinking mugwort tea, of course, my favorite. I like mugwort tea for relaxing, to be honest. I know a lot of people say that it enhances psychic abilities, and I'm not taking that away from the beverage, but I do find that mugwort tea is absolutely relaxing. And oftentimes when I make this tea at work, one of my colleagues will ask me what I'm drinking or tell me that it smells really good. So yeah, I'm enjoying this mugwort tea. So grab yourself a beverage if you want. You can always pause the video and go get yourself something good to drink. So I will get into the cards, but before I do, let me just say a blessing over us. You and I are surrounded and protected by the white golden light of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. To our left and to our right, above us and below us, in front of us and behind us, all the way around us and through us, we are surrounded and protected by the white golden light of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And no negativity can pass through this powerful white golden light that is protecting us on all sides. All negativity is reflected off the surface of this white golden light that is protecting us on all sides and is sent back to the senders. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. All right, so I ask and thank the cards for speaking to me today. And I ask and thank my inner child and my higher self, my body, mind, spirit, soul, and essence, the maiden, mother, and crone within me, the powers of above and below, the power of my spirit team, the power of my ancestors, to speak through these cards. And so it is. All right, so for the week of Monday, December 2nd, 2024 through to Sunday, December 8th, 2024, please. Oracle of Shadows and Light, please give us a card to alert us of the lesson. The lessons or lesson we will be learning about this week, Monday, December 2nd, 2024 through to Sunday, December 8th, 2024, please and thank you. All right. Fabio Listrani's Goetia Tarot in Darkness. Please show me the energies surrounding Monday, December 2nd, 2024, please. And thank you. Show me the energies surrounding Monday, December 2nd, 2024, please, and thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please show me the energies surrounding Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024, please. Show me the energies surrounding Tuesday, December 3rd, please. Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024, please and thank you. Show me the energies surrounding Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024, please and thank you. Thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please show me the energies surrounding Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, please. Show me the energies surrounding Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, please and thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please show me the energies surrounding Thursday, December 5th, 2024, please. Thursday, December 5th, 2024, please and thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, thank you. We got 3 cards for Thursday. Thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please show me the energies surrounding Friday, December 6th, 2024, please. Show me the energies surrounding Friday, December 6th, 2024, please. Show me the energies surrounding Friday, December 6th, 2024, please, and thank you. Thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please show me the energies surrounding Saturday, December 7th, 2024, please. Please show me the energies surrounding Saturday, December 7th, 2024, please, and thank you. Universal Spirit of the Tarot, please show me the energies surrounding Sunday, December 8th, 2024, please. The energies surrounding Sunday, December 8th, 2024, please, and thank you. Sunday, December 8th, 2024, please, and thank you. Thank you, Tarot in Darkness. And lastly, Abandoned Oracle, please show me a message to tie the message that we will receive through these cards together for Monday, December 2nd, 2024 through to Sunday, December 8th, 2024, please and thank you. So we got 4 cards for our closing message. There's a lot of cards here. Okay. Wow, this is so exciting. Cheers. All right, so I'm sure you're wondering what the opening message is and what card we got. So the first card we have is card number 42, Ghosts of the Past. The past returns for a time. Ghosts of the past. The past returns for a time. And I think it's important to remind ourselves, since this card is card number 42, 4 and 2 equals 6, and 6 in the tarot of the major arcana is the Lovers. So I think what this card number 42 is telling us is that we will be encountering ghosts from the past this week, for those with whom this reading resonates at the end of the reading. So we will be encountering ghosts of the past, and the past will return for a time this week. Monday, December 2nd to Sunday, December 8th, 2024. But since it is card number 42 and 4 and 2 is 6, this card connects to number 6 in the tarot major arcana, the Lovers. So I think it's important to say that this might be it might feel scary when someone says to you, the ghosts of the past will be returning for time during this course of this week. But I think what I'm being reminded to tell you is that it's happening through the energy of love. Whatever we are going to be encountering from our past, whatever energies are going to resurface and possibly shake us a little bit and make us respond the way we responded in the past, for a time. I think it's important to remember that this shakeup, this startling energy that might be coming back this week, and it might not just be one moment, it might be like a continuous feeling of deja vu this week with this card, Ghost of the Past, number 42, the past returns for a time. It's like a deja vu, and it's interesting how a deja vu makes you feel. I don't know if you've ever had a deja vu, which is when you feel like you're in a similar the same situation, or a very similar situation to one that you have already been in, or to something that you saw in a dream, or to a scene that you saw that brought you back in a time machine to a place where you were in the exact same location at the exact same place, and everything that you see is the same. And you feel like you're taken back in a time machine, and then you snap back to reality. So it shakes us up a little bit. It makes us feel like, oh my God, what was that? Like, I thought I healed from this. I thought that this was finished. I thought this was over with. And I think another important thing to remember is that when we learn our lessons, it's not linear. It's not linear. It kind of goes in a spiral. So even though we might be having deja vus and ghosts of the past might be coming back this week to haunt us, it's like a spiral, and it starts in the middle and it just spirals outward. And that's kind of what time is like. It's like it's always spiraling and moving through the cosmos. And since it's spiraling, it's coming back to the same point at a certain location in time, but it's also expanding outward. So you are evolving, you are growing, even though you might be questioning if you've healed from something this week. You might be questioning if something is actually finished. It's interesting because we are in Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is kind of about backing up the present in order to prevent mistakes. So with Mercury retrograde, it's like we're thinking about these things from the past, and ghosts of the past are coming back. And instead of freaking out, we're acting in the energy of Mercury retrograde, where we're prepared to troubleshoot that. Like, we're prepared to encounter the glitch in the matrix, or the glitch in the system. And it's all coming back to card number 42, which is the energy of love. So it's the universe talking to us this week, letting us know that it's helping us heal. So that's Ghost of the past returns for a time, card number 42. As our opening message for this week. So let's get into the tarot now. And we'll start with Monday, December 2nd, 2024. Okay, so let's see the card we have for Monday. Wow. So first thing I saw was Paimon, King Paimon. It says Paimon here, but he's a king. And the card has to do with Taurus, and it is the 10 of Swords. So before we encounter the ghosts from the past, we meet this 10 of Swords energy with the power of Paimon being represented here, and it feels heavy. It's the 10 of Swords. It's the number 10. It's a very heavy number. It's the end of a cycle of numbers, right? Starting with number 1 in the minor, the Ace of Swords, going to the 10 of Swords. So Monday, December 2nd, 2024, with this Paimon energy, the 10 of Swords, it feels very heavy, but the heaviness with this Taurus energy, it's Sun in Taurus. That's the symbol for the sun, and that's the symbol for Taurus. And swords have to do with air, so there's a symbol for air at the bottom. So it's the 10 of Swords. And the sword suit brings us to encounter a challenge with the Ace of Swords. And even though it's a challenge, we're met with an idea that goes with that challenge of how we are going to overcome the obstacles in our mind in order to complete a cycle from the 1 to the 10. And on that way, we meet the archetypes who are the major arcana. We'll see if we have any this week. But Monday, December 2nd, 2024, we've encountered this heaviness, but we're also presented with a solution. And we're prevented from moving forward past the 10 of Swords because we have to sit in the 10 of Swords energy for a little while to feel the heaviness of it. And part of feeling the heaviness is feeling how hard we've come in order to tackle the obstacles of our mind. And so we have this knowledge, we have this understanding that we are capable of making it through the heaviness of the 10 of Swords, Paimon energy. Swords being the mind. So Monday, December 2nd, 2024, we're starting out with remembering that we make mistakes, but also remembering that we know how to encounter those mistakes and live through them. Almost like we are with the 10 of Swords, sitting in a moment where we're remembering and learning at the same time that we know how to be a solution to whatever problems are being presented to us. So that's Monday, December 2nd, 2024 with the 10 of Swords. So Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024, we have King Asmodee, Sun in Virgo, another Swords card. It is the King of Swords with King Asmodee. So it's the King of Swords. And for some reason, I'm being reminded of this card, Ghosts of the Past. The past returns for a time. So I feel that this King of Swords energy is not representing us, but representing a force outside of ourselves. A ghost from the past, if you will. And this ghost with this King of Swords energy has a very oppressive, heavy energy. This is a ghost we're encountering on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. And when I say ghost, I don't mean you're going to see a ghost. I mean an idea. You might see a ghost, but an idea or a remembrance or an energy. It's an energy coming back and being like, are you sure that you won this war with the King of Swords? Are you sure? Almost like that voice inside your head that wants to scare you, but it doesn't scare you. It reminds you of the 10 of Swords, where you know that you've already been through difficulty, whatever that difficulty was, because ghosts of the past have to do with what we were bothered by in the past. And it's almost like with this King of Swords, the King of Swords comes to us and says, I don't think you can do this. I don't think you learned your lesson. I don't think you are ready for this. I don't think you've actually healed from this. And this is our opportunity to tap into Monday's energy with the 10 of Swords and King Paimon, and to face this King of Swords Asmodee energy and to be like, no, yesterday I was faced with the understanding that I had made it to a place where I've always wanted to be. I've been able to overcome the obstacles and rise to the challenges, and that is why I stand at the end of my cycle, King of Swords energy. And the King of Swords can be very scary. The King of Swords is swords energy, which cuts, which it's cold, it's hard, it's sharp. That's the King of Swords energy. And it's not to necessarily get you to agree, but it's to get you to disagree and to challenge your mind, because the swords are challenges, and the King of Swords wants to challenge your mind. That's Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024, with the King of Swords and Asmodee energy. Thank you. Cheers. So Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, we have Gemery, Duke Gemery, and the card is Venus in Capricorn. It's an air card associated with air. And it is card number 13 of the Major Arcana, Death. And Duke Gemery, 13, Death. So I'm just looking here at Venus in Capricorn, and it's interesting because Capricorn is represented by the tarot card in the Major Arcana, the Devil. And this is Venus in Capricorn, and it's the Death card, card number 56, Duke Gemery. And it's interesting because she's holding a sickle, which kind of reminds me of Santa Muerte. So Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, with 13, Death. Excuse me. So we're being asked to focus on reality. I know that we can't help but watching the news and seeing reality that is presented on the news, and to be an observer of the suffering that's going on around the world, but not just around the world, but in our communities, with people who are facing homelessness, or don't have enough to eat, or are having mental health crises and don't know where to get help and can't get it themselves because they don't know how to. And I'm thinking about my work in the hospital and how I face the possibility of death and death itself in the patients that pass away, and how that's life for some people. Some people are facing death. They're looking death in the face. And I think sometimes because we don't have to see it in front of our eyes, it's like that saying, out of sight, out of mind. You don't have to look for suffering, but it's almost like if we don't actually see it in front of us, it doesn't feel real. And I'm not just saying on TV, because we can just say, oh, the screen in me is like where it stops. It stops as far as my TV screen. I don't see it in reality, but some people are facing death in reality. And I'm thinking about people that I see in the hospital. So death is a reality, but death is also an energy. And death is an energy that, especially with Santa Muerte, is willing to accept anybody. Santa Muerte is often associated with criminals and the outcast, people who are marginalized. I watched a documentary by Reza Aslan on YouTube, by CNN, Reza Aslan, and it was about Santa Muerte. And Santa Muerte is seen as not as a saint by the Catholic Church, but as more of a demon and an enemy to the church. And in the folks' minds, in the people of the country's minds, Santa Muerte is seen as a saint, Santa, Saint, Morte, Saint Death. So it depends how you see death on Wednesday, December 4th, 2024 with this death card. Do you see death as something to be feared, or do you see death as something to make friends with, so that when you actually end up facing death yourself, whether you be 95, 105 or younger, we all have to face her at some point. So it's better to befriend her, and you don't have to die to befriend her. She's an energy. You can connect with her just like you can connect with Santa Morte. You just, a lot of people see that death card in tarot and they're afraid, right? Nobody wants to see the death card in the tarot, especially if it's in a personal reading. But you have to realize that death is a door. Death is a doorway to another dimension. If you're afraid of the next dimension, you're going to be afraid of death. So what do you believe? And why are you afraid of death? As an energy, not necessarily, taking your own life. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying to harm yourself. I'm just saying to say, okay, on Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, when I tap into that energy that is facing me, the death energy, how do I see her? Why do I see her the way I see her? And how can I make friends with her? I know it sounds far-fetched, but anyways, that's Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, with card number 13 of the Major Arcana and Duke Gemini energy. Thank you. So Thursday, December 5th, 2024, we have 3 cards. Gap. Sorry. I don't know this one. Simaise and L'Orage. We have Gap with the 7 of Swords. We have Simaise with card number 7, the Chariot, pardon me. And L'Orage with the 6 of Wands. So what I'm being told to bring up here before we actually get into what the cards are saying, even though the cards pretty much said this, but Thursday, December 5th, 2024, it's important that we have strength. Ghosts of the past returns for a time. This is not an easy thing to face. Some people have more, what's the word I'm looking for? They've worked with this more. They've worked with their shadow more than others. Some people have more experience, was the word I'm looking for, with facing their shadows, and other people don't. But what I'm telling you is that you have to have strength this week. If this is the energy that you find yourself in, ghosts of the past are not easy to face. I enjoy it because I know I've healed from it, but I enjoy also questioning whether I've healed from it. But it takes strength to do that, right? It takes strength to question yourself, but it's important to question yourself, right? Like if you just think that you're right about everything and then somebody presents you with another idea and you don't have any strength, you can't feel strong in your own convictions and in your own truths to be able to process that idea and have perhaps your view of that thing or that subject matter changed, right? If you can present me with something more convincing than what I already believe exists and what I already believe in, if you can present me with something more convincing than what I already believe, I will follow your belief system. But I have not found anything, and I am strong in that belief. So I'm willing to hear you out on something, because no matter what you say, I find strength in the fact that I believe what I believe, and I find strength in the fact that if I face something that is more convicting than what I already believe, that I will be willing to change my mind about it. So we have the 7 of Swords. We have the Chariot, card number 7, the Major Arcana, and we have the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is about victory, right? So we have L'Orage here with the 6 of Wands, the Moon in Gemini. the moon in Gemini. What I've come to know is true, and what I do know now is that Geminis are very grounded people. It's weird because they're air signs, but all the Geminis that I've encountered are very grounded and are very grounded in the knowledge of their mind. Gemini is the twins, right? And I think because the Gemini can have both sides, the twins, right? The one twin on this side and the other twin on that side, the twins that are representing duality and a difference in belief systems. Because Gemini is represented by the twins, Gemini is able to see both sides of the story. And because they are able to see both sides of the story, they are able to understand where people are coming from. And I think that's one thing that makes Gemini so strong in their mind and so strong in their willpower to speak what they want to speak and to present what they have to present, almost like a lawyer, presenting the evidence. And it's the moon in Gemini. It's the Six of Wands. It is Laraj, who I don't know much about, and I've never connected with as far as I know. But it's just like victory energy. It's like the universe is backing us up here on Thursday, December 5th, backing us up with the Seven of Swords, which is how do you see yourself, and gap energy, gap. Jupiter in Virgo. Jupiter is about expansion and luck, and Virgo is about the earth, and it's about meticulous planning. So the Six of Wands, that victorious moon in Gemini grounded energy, is working with the Seven of Swords, that Jupiter in Virgo expansion of the mind and the view around you, the physical world around you, and work with the Chariot, the seven of the major arcana, which is the moon in Aquarius, and Semi's energy here, to allow us to just be in a stillness and to allow us to see things from a different perspective, almost like the Hangman energy, because Semi's, the seven of the Chariot, has the number 66 on it, and 6 and 6 is 12, which is the Hangman energy. So with the moon in Aquarius and the moon in Gemini, both at the same time this day here, Thursday the 5th of December 2024, Aquarius is able to separate itself from the energy around them. Gemini is able to see two sides, and we're moving with the Chariot energy into a direction of growth, into a direction of maturity. So that is the energy for Thursday, December 5th, 2024. Thank you. So Friday, December 6th, 2024, we have the Queen of Swords, Moon in Scorpio, Shax, card number 44, Strength. And remember, I was saying we need to have strength on Wednesday to face that death energy, and it was the major arcana number 13. So it's a lesson that we are learning that trumps all minor arcana. So over the lessons that are brought through the minor arcana this week, the major arcana kind of colors the minor arcana by saying this is not something that you're going to encounter in one day and bam, it's over. It's something that you will be dealing with throughout the week, at least, if not longer. So now we have the Queen of Swords, and if you remember, we had the King of Swords through the King Asmodee here on Tuesday. Now we have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is represented by Shax. So we have both the masculine and feminine energies. And it is the Queen of Swords, Moon in Scorpio. So we have a lot of moon energy this week. And I think the moon goes well with ghosts of the past, Card number 42, the past returns for a time, because the moon energy is a major arcana as well, just like the Chariot and Death, which we have this week, major arcana. And the moon energy is strong this week because we have the moon in Aquarius, the moon in Gemini, and now the moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is that death energy. The card for Scorpio in the tarot is the death card, and we have the death card, right? So it's all tying in throughout the week. It's like we have different energies throughout the week, but they're all creating a bigger story that the cards kind of speak to together as a whole. So the Queen of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords here is very healing, because the Queen of Swords is the energy of the mind. She is the feminine energy of the mind. She is the feminine energy of the mind. With the moon in Scorpio, it's the feminine energy of the mind to nurture the mind, to bring positive thoughts to the mind. And she is a court card along with the King of Swords. So it's almost like you have the King of Swords, which is a court card, kind of like an energy of somebody else or something else coming into your life. And then the Queen of Swords, which I feel is more representing us as a collective. And the Queen of Swords had faced the King of Swords on Tuesday with the King of Swords on Tuesday with Asmodee, the sun in Virgo. And Virgo is analytical, and the Queen of Swords is analytical as well. It's like when they say the feminine energy can multitask really well. So the Queen of Swords is the collective, and facing the energy of the King of Swords here on Friday, December 6, 2024, it's almost like, no, I don't want to listen to this anymore, King of Swords energy. Like, I think that honestly, I know what I believe, right? We had that kind of energy with the Chariot and the Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands, which is victory. And it's like, no, you know what? Give me all you got. Give me all you got. You want to continue to question me? Go ahead and question me. But don't think that I'm not going to have an answer to your questions. And don't think that I'm going to argue with pettiness. Don't think that I'm going to throw my pearls to swine. Meaning I'm not going to give you valuable information about me, but I will let you know that I have the adequate rebuttals to give you, right? We were talking about the lawyer in the court, and then we have like the opposite side being challenged by the lawyer. We have like let's say the person who was representing the story, right? And they're sitting on, they've sworn on the Bible, they're sitting on that bench, and the lawyer is coming at them, whether it be from whatever side it is, and being like questioning and trying to find the truth. And you're sitting there knowing the truth. And you're sitting there knowing that your truth is the truth. And you're sitting there knowing that no matter what that lawyer is trying to trip you up on, that it's true, so you have nothing to fear. So that is the energy for Friday, December 6, 2024 with the Queen of Swords. And shucks, thank you. So Saturday, December 7th, 2024, we have the Three of Swords person, card number 20, Sun in Cancer. Air energy again. The Three of Swords. Card number 20. 20 here. So it's connecting with judgment. And it's the Three of Swords, which is Saturday, December 7th, 2024, with the Three of Swords. So, and it is person. Three of Swords. So sometimes when you face the ghosts of your past, and if the past returns for a time, is an energy that will tell you the truth no matter what, but will tell it to you the way you need to hear it so that it's understandable and so that it's a help and not a hindrance. So here we face the Three of Swords energy on Saturday, December 7th with, that energy of the mind. And ouch, something hurts, don't think that the ghosts of the past are not returning this week and that it's not going to hurt. Especially on Saturday, December 7th, 2024, Saturn Day, right? Big Daddy Saturn, with this Three of Swords energy. So it's like the sting, the sting of these Three of Swords is like, okay, this hurts, but this is the karma I received from my karma in the past. And it's okay if I am the villain in somebody's story because I am the hero in someone else's story. It's okay if this person once had it out for me. It's okay if this person once hated me and may still hate me. It's okay if this person rejected me, because I know that even though I'm the villain or the outcast in that person's story and they might be the victor, I know that in the story that I have with this other person, I'm a hero. I'm somebody who has a big heart. I'm somebody who is able to help. I'm somebody who is able to change that person's life for the better. So the Three of Swords is like, ouch, I realize that things are still not mended between me and that person. I realize that at one time there was a lot of trouble between that person and I. But we can also move on because this is just a ghost, right? This is not something tangible that's reenacting itself. Reactivating itself is more what it's doing, right? It's reactivating itself. It's like the sting of the Three of Swords on Saturn Day, that lesson that we learned with Big Daddy Saturn and time and boundaries and reasons for things. It's like, okay, well, there was a reason. I know the reason. Why? Because I'm healed. And because as a healed person, I know the reason was for me to understand pain, right? We were talking about death this week. How can you understand somebody else if you haven't been through it yourself? How can you understand someone else's pain if you hadn't felt the pain yourself? And that's how humanity connects, right? On understanding one another. At least that's how in an ideal world, the people would understand each other. But it's not like that, unfortunately. There's a lot of people who, as you know, as well as I, don't want to listen to another version of the story. They're closed off to having their minds expanded. I remember one time when I was at a church, long before I decided to become a witch, or remember that I was one, I was at a church and I was sitting in the study room, and the pastor or the teacher, the leader or whatever, was telling us that having faith in Jesus is like having faith in a chair. You know that if you sit in it, it will hold you up. And that is what faith is. Faith is knowing that if you sit in Jesus, if you abide in Jesus, he was saying this, that he will hold you up. And me, with my analytical Aquarius mind, wanting to further the thought and further the conversation, my intention, said, well, can't that chair be represented by any faith? Isn't it true that your Jesus faith chair could be somebody else's Buddha faith chair? And I didn't say it in that many words. What I said was, doesn't everybody have faith? Doesn't everybody have a faith, even if it's different faith? And he told me plain and straight out, if you don't want to be here, you can leave. And I didn't mean my comment in a rude way, in a derogatory way. I was just being curious. And that's something that I will always remember. That's a ghost of the past. But what did that ghost of the past teach me? That ghost of the past taught me that it's okay to question and be rejected. It's okay to have an opinion and be rejected. Not everybody believes the same thing. Not everybody will be open to hearing other ideas. But that's just the way people are sometimes, and we all have to heal and to understand what it feels like to be in pain. And that's what the Three of Swords is on Saturday, December 7th, 2024 with Person. Last but not least, Sunday, December 8th, 2024, we have the Knight of Swords, Moon in Scorpio. Another Moon in Scorpio, another Swords card. And it is represented by Sabnock, card number 43. 4 and 3 is 7, the Chariot. We had Major Arcana 7, the Chariot. And it's the Knight of Swords. You know what this week taught us, though? This week of challenges with all the swords energy, which started with the 10 of Swords, which was like putting a stake in the earth and saying, this is where I'm starting off this week on the Monday, the moon day. I'm starting off with knowing who I am, and I'm being challenged throughout the week, gradually more and more challenged to believe in who I am. And now with the Knight of Swords, I feel like I've gained so much energy from facing my shadows, from facing the heaviness of the 10 of Swords, from moving through that death energy. And I feel like I'm younger now. I feel like I'm more vibrant. I feel like I'm more alive. And that's what facing death will allow us to do. Facing death will free us from the fear of death so that we can truly live life. And that is something that I learned through that documentary by Reza Aslan on Santa Muerte and how she is seen in the Mexican culture, South American culture. So with this Knight of Swords and Sabnock energy and the Moon in Scorpio on Sunday, December 8th, 2024, and we had the Moon in Scorpio with the Queen of Swords. See, we have the Moon in Scorpio here with the Queen of Swords, and we have the Knight of Swords with the Moon in Scorpio here. So because they are both the Moon in Scorpio, we are finishing off with the Knight of Swords with the Moon in Scorpio, and it connects with the Queen of Swords on Friday with the Moon in Scorpio as well. And the Knight of Swords is saying, you know what? I can do this. The Knight of Swords is somebody who will face challenges, right? The Knight of Swords faces the challenges. The Knight of Swords fights the battles. The Knight of Swords has to focus and learn how to meditate. The best fighters are those who can fight with their mind, right? And their words, who can have a good conversation over something instead of just throwing a blow. And that's what the Knight of Swords is learning with the Queen of Swords energy, that nurturing mother, feminine, analytical energy, somebody who is able to multitask, is like, you know what? I am a powerful Knight of Swords energy. I am somebody who's able to get the job done. I am someone who's able to hold a conversation. I am someone who's able to keep my mouth shut when I feel like I'm not saying anything that will be seen as rubbish. You know what I mean? That's what not throwing your pearls to swine is. Not throwing your pearls to swine. Well, throwing your pearls to swine is saying something to a fool, somebody who is, and I'm not talking about a wise fool. I'm talking about a fool who is not able to have a conversation. If you think that your conversation is going nowhere, stop the conversation, right? That's what the wise person does, who holds their pearls to themselves with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Somebody who is like, you know what? I know when the conversation's done, and the conversation's done when I say it's done, because I've had this conversation before and I'm not willing to have it again, or because I'm ready to have a conversation and to be challenged. And that's what this week is teaching us, to be challenged. So many swords energy, it's kind of hard not to be challenged, right? So that's Sunday, December 8th with the Knight of Swords and Sabnock. Thank you. So the last cards we have are Poison, card number 44. The Mad Woman, card number 18. Voices, card number 45. and the twins, card number 11. And immediately 11 is justice, and it's the twins. We talked about Gemini being grounded in the mind. We have voices, card number 45. 4 and 5 is the hermit. The hermit listens to the voices and is guided by the voices. And what I mean by that is not that the hermit listens to the voices and is guided by the voices in a way that it's following the voices, but in a way that it's being guided by its own inner voice among the voices, right? And that's what's important, is knowing your truth among many truths. It's important for you, first and foremost, to know your truth among many truths. And then we have card number 18, which is also connected to the hermit. Card number 18, and 8 and 1 is 9, the hermit, and 18 is the moon. We talked a lot about the moon, and it's the mad woman. And you know what? The mad woman is teaching us, you know what? It doesn't matter if that person thinks that you're crazy. It doesn't matter if that person thinks that you're off your rocker. If you're not crazy and if you're not off your rocker, and if you can prove it, who cares what people think about you? Who cares if people think that you're a mad woman, so to speak? You know what I mean? Whether you be a male or female or whatever you identify as. Women, especially mad women, are completely frowned upon, right? You can be a mad man out of your mind, a man, and just because you are a man, people take you more seriously. But if you're a mad woman, you're really kind of seen in a derogatory light. And then we have poison, card number 44, which connects to strength. And I talked about strength. And I told you that strength would be important this week. And we have poison, card number 44, 8 and strength and poison, with the mad woman voices and the twins. Sometimes you will hear things that are poisonous, so to speak, to your mind. Sometimes you will hear things from the ghosts of the past that feels like poison. And that's because you have understood in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your spirits, in your essence, you have understood that this poison that you have received in the past is poison, and that you've built up with that strength and immunity to the poison. And that now when you hear that poisonous thought, you already know, because you know what it's like in your body and you know what it's like in your mind. You've heard it before, you've felt it before, you've seen it before with the deja vu. And you know what? You're not about to die from it. Why? Because you can face that death energy this week, and you can make friends with death, and you can be more understanding that if you make friends with death now, whenever you reach that door, that death energy, Santa Muerte, whenever you are visited by Santa Muerte, you can say, I know you as a friend, or you can say, I'm scared of you. And why? Because you're afraid of the mad woman within you. You're afraid of knowing that death is something that is within each one of us. And we can fight it or we can accept it. And you see that in cosmetic surgery. I feel it too. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting older, and it's kind of scary, but at the same time, it's empowering, because it's like, you know what? I've crossed those bridges before that other people are crossing now. And I've been over that bridge, and I can tell a story about how I crossed that bridge. And I have that story within my body, mind, soul, spirit, and essence. And because I have that story, I'm able to face the future with a greater strength. So I'm not going to leave you with a blessing this week, but I do hope you have a good week, and I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram. I have several accounts, but my main account is @mo_moon. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. And I'm also on Facebook, but I don't post as much there as I post on Instagram. So yeah, like this video if you liked it. Comment down below if you have something to say, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Share this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I have to offer. And check the links in the description box down below. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.